Congratulations, you guys have won immunity.
Here, I feel like I can't touch it.
If we wanted to try to flip it to go against Kurt.
That's probably the best bet is to write Chad's name down.
Back, he was looking in case they had placed it afterward. Like, he's playing it hard and he knows so many people.
So he's a threat. Period.
That's 2 Janet, 1 Kurt, and a Brett. Janet. Your tribe has spoken.
Oh.
We'll take these back. Drivers, go!
The rain is intensifying. My voice is intensifying. This game is intensifying.
There is 1 immunity. Kurt has 1 immunity. Woo! Skulls. I'm sorry, folks. I got nothing else for you.
There's drama. There's drama going on. In secrets. Drama, secrets, you know, Survivor.
Oh.
Alright, talk to me.
Pretty cool one. So yeah, we're excited about this one. We need this one to keep the 3 strong because what I just found out, it blows my mind. So Brett is engaged to Chelsea. I don't think anybody knows that on the other team, at least not everybody. Come to find out, I didn't know this, Amy is Taylor's mom, and they're on opposite teams. I didn't know this. I just let them know that I know Jay, and I knew Brett. Turns out that Alyssa knows Chad. So many people know each other, and I also, on top of that, I had Jay from the other team come over to me and say, let's work together at the merge. So many people know each other. That makes this great because everybody should be screwing everybody over. And nobody should be getting upset with it because everybody knows each other. So all bets are off, and I'm gonna bring this whole game down.
So, I think Amy would vote against her.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Just because she's aware that she played and she knows that she
Is engaged to him and all that. And
Yeah, I'll still carry on with like the original plan. We just have to get through like right now.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try to convince Amy. Chelsea played the game before. She might have done the challenges before.
Yeah.
For individual immunity.
And then if Chelsea asks me, I'll just tell her I'm going for you.
And I'll tell her I'm going for you.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'll just tell her, like, you know, you're quiet, but you're incredibly strategic, and I think that's scary.
And
So.
then just
Well, it comes down to whoever wins immunity.
If it's 5 of us and 5 of them, they vote for somebody, we vote for somebody. It's
I think she'd have to go all at the same
It's-
person.
it's a tie,
Alright.
and if we vote the same again, it's a tie, and then it goes to a rock situation.
Right. I think Kurt, Taylor, somebody we gotta be able to work.
This is where we stand. So we just won the last challenge. Hoorah! Yay! We did it. But
That's my
but we're this whole time in between the challenges, we're trying to figure out how the last tribal council votes were cast, where the other tribe had a vote to interject into our tribal, because there was a vote for Kurt and there was a vote for me, and we weren't sure who voted who. So when we were lined up to begin the challenge, Chelsea and I were side by side. So I looked at her and I said, "Why'd you guys vote for me?" I was trying to get it out of her that they did in fact vote for me, which we didn't even know. So she turns to me and she's talking about our 2 old tribe members and she goes, "I run those 2, you don't run those 2. And I was like, "Oh, damn." So I snuck that information over to Alyssa. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what they're gonna do or they're gonna vote out, but we'll see.
Immunity idol that we got. A lovely first runner-up. This one feels... I really want to like swear through all the expletives, but this one feels really great. Mainly because I feel like the merge has to be around the corner, and I'm starting to show my cards too much. Like, I'm showing my strengths and challenges, and if we lose again, I'm afraid that people are going to think, oh, he's going to be a threat individually, because I've shown I could do puzzles, and I showed that I could do that chicken wire thing in about half the time that both of those other 2 did. So I'm hoping I'm not showing too much. I wish I knew what to be looking for a hidden immunity idol, because I feel like there has to be one, especially on this path.
There's like half these people are Survivor experts and have played this 100 times, you know, so
Yeah.
like, oh my God, that's scary.
Just have to get out of the shot.
That's gonna be funny actually to watch back.
Yes.
I'll try to get a read on it. I think I'm a good people reader, but we'll see.
I think you are. What should
I
we
just
tell
watch everyone. Yeah, what should we tell?
Alyssa? I say when we meet with her individually, ask her first. Like, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna tell her I'm really torn
Yeah. And
because of the plans we just made. I'd really like that to happen, but I'm torn because now there's a wrench in it, and
right. Do we get her to vote Taylor? Like, if we really act like we are not budging, I feel like we could outpower them. I think that they will fold if you and
We're
I
having
are
a
like,
chance of time.
we're not budging from, like, us 2 are voting together regardless of what you 2 vote.
So me personally, I am in almost a forced alliance at this point with Kurt and with Chad. I'm in the alliance. You know, it's not that I don't want to be. It's just that we're such a small tribe of 3 that it's almost we have to be. But I think outside of that, I have a very strong connection with the Skulls tribe. All 4 women there I've made good connections with. And the one thing that's sort of thrown me off is they voted for me the last tribal with their special vote. I'm trying to see past that because apparently there was some miscommunication. I tried to lip sync who we were voting for, which was Janet, and they somehow mistook that for Chad. I don't know like how you do that, but apparently that's what happened. May be a little bit of BS, so I don't know, but that was apparently the reason. And then second to that was what I mentioned about Chelsea and that whole story of how she said she was running the other 2. So we think right now that Alyssa could be on the bottom because Amy and Taylor, our mother-daughter, and Chelsea and Amy had a strong connection, and Alyssa's connection with those 3 is less. So just from that sake, we feel like we're expecting Alyssa to be out, but giving Alyssa that information, who then could maybe feed that to Taylor, I don't know, it could be Chelsea too. I could have ruined Chelsea's game, but hey, Chelsea, don't come at me, bro.
so Amy and I have like we're not gonna vote for each other, obviously, and it sounds like after our discussion today that Taylor is maybe a little bit closer to like Brett and Kurt maybe than
I would probably say, yeah, I'm not, yeah, I guess maybe Brett too. Well, I was going to propose that to you also because, holy sorry, damn,
sneak attack.
I I think she's super silent but deadly. I think
got that
everyone,
impression too.
yeah, everyone underestimates her. I feel like she's dangerous, so I definitely wanted to run that by you. So
Yeah, I feel like the three of us, like you, me, and Amy, could, even after this, like stick together, the girls, like, I don't know, there's just something that I like about that. And so like when we're forced to vote one of the four of us off, we were just talking and we were like, yeah, it seems like Taylor might be closer to Brett and Kurt, so is she more likely to flip back afterwards?
yeah. Like, I wasn't even taking that, like, too much into account. It was literally just for me, just, like, her wrong. Like, I think strategically she's very dangerous. I said, who's your number one? She was Chad.
I see that.
I said, the four of us need to play in the middle. And we need to vote people out on either side.
Yeah.
And go to the final four.
Yeah.
The four of us have to find some way to get together and figure out which side's gonna flip first.
I think we need to take out.
They want to
Brad.
take out Jay. We want to take out Brett.
Of course, they want to take out.
Right. So
But that's fine. They can take out Jay.
right. I don't care if they take out Jay. So if they want to get rid of Jay and it's a 5-5 scenario,
I don't think we should let that happen in the first round.
I don't either. I think we tell them, listen guys, here's the deal. We promise you, we will flip next. If you flip on Brett first, we will flip on Jay next.
Brett is like most likely to have an idol, I feel.
They should know that though. Don't you think they would know?
Maybe we do Kurt instead.
Right. And if Brett has an idol, or they Brett
flush
wins
the idol.
We do Kurt. So I have talked to Chelsea and she said that you guys are solid. You're not gonna.
We kind of like did the pinky swear day one,
Yeah.
and we haven't swayed from it yet.
So you guys aren't flipping. Okay. And
So, do you think Taylor's goaty enough to bring? Okay, she's not dumb. She's
the
playing really
thing
well.
is, I think she is super dangerous. I think strategy-wise,
So what?
I think she's super dangerous. I think strategy-wise, like she's there. She's already a couple of steps ahead. And to me, the fact that like your tribe like underestimates her a lot. They also like. I'm telling you, she's not. I don't think she's very goaty, to be honest with you.
Like when we had to write the two names down, they were like Taylor, and then the rest of it was a 10-minute conversation. But she was first one.
I really don't think that she's as much of a goat as people think that she
She's
is.
one of those little sneaky
Yeah.
huh?
I did tell Alyssa when they were going right now to this tribal, I said, if anything, your only in might be to work Amy and convince her that Chelsea has a huge connection with Brett.
Right.
And try to vote out Chelsea. Because if that happens, then and it works, Alyssa will owe us for getting our dad.
Right. Well,
It's gonna come down to a challenge.
Unless Chelsea flips
Right.
on Amy, which is possible, but I don't know. Chelsea, like, the first night was like, I'm really good with Amy, and like,
And then if Chelsea does flip on Amy, then we say to them, oh, okay, we just lost Amy on our like old alliance. They prove Chelsea's with Brett. We gotta get rid of him. Yeah.
It's just like hard. Like we just came together. We made a whole plan for us for going forward, and now we can't even stick to it.
What was the plan going forward?
So basically, since it was two of us from one tribe, two of us from the other tribe, if we merged at like 11 or 9, we could each persuade someone to go like 3, so 6 of us vote, and we'll have the majority and go for the strong players.
We also sort of identified who the bigger threats in the game might be, and then talked about who do we need to pull in who would be willing to vote out those threats.
Yes.
And tried to stack rank them.
We have a top 3.
Yeah, we have
That's
top
solid.
3. Brett.
Yeah, because he's very strategic. Know he's good at challenges. And then Chad is super social, and I feel like everyone would vote for him if he makes it to the final 2. And then,
Well, we actually had 4 because then we mentioned Sarah and Jay as well. because Sarah,
She knows a lot.
she, I think, is a huge social and strategic threat. She is super friendly, bubbly, like happy. Everyone loves being around her. She knows everything about Survivor,
Yes.
and she is very conscious of what she says.
Yes.
So I think she could do well in front of a jury.
Yeah. And then at the same time though, like when we were just doing the last challenge, we know that Alyssa knows Sarah, so we're trying to use that against both of them, to be honest. So we just found that out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
So if we do Kurt first, and then who's second? Chelsea.
I'm okay with that.
I say Chelsea.
And to be honest, feel like that's probably your shield, right? James 9. Go Kurt Chelsea.
Absolutely. Love it.
And I don't have that. I'm not a strategic person. Like literally, you can show her the footage back. Like of my confessionals. I'm not.
I'm not 100% voting for you. I'm nervous about Taylor.
Yeah.
She, like, little conversation we just had there. I'm like, she said she's only watched a few episodes of the real show, and she's
watched.
She's got it
a lot of
laid
these.
out.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys could not vote me, that would be really cool.
I think they'll force a tie.
I don't think that they are bold enough to force a tie. I don't know that they're willing to risk something like that, Alyssa.
I won't vote for you.
Yeah, I'll never vote for you.
So,
Yeah, I mean that.
So you can tell them if it comes down to a tie, we're gonna vote Alyssa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Alyssa.
I know.
It's mean. I just met her and she's nice.
Well, it's us against them.
I know.
Like,
So
dog
you gotta
eat dog.
get. You gotta get before you get got. Whoever sits next to Taylor gets voted out.
That was a lot of time for you ladies, for just 4 of you.
Yeah.
The game's getting real, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I know there's a lot of talk about stuff going around and things happening, and you know, if anybody has anything they want to discuss openly right now, really quick, it's an open platform. If you need to share anything or you're concerned, go ahead, open up about it. We'll talk. If not, then we'll start talking about stuff.
Let's talk about
This is
stuff.
a tough one. Yeah.
Talk about stuff.
Yeah.
So this is a tough one.
Yeah. As soon as we merged together, we had came up with like a plan.
Unbeatable.
Yeah. So we were both gonna pull, like me and Alyssa would pull someone from our old tribe, they would pull someone from their old tribe, and have like a majority to take out all the tough players.
We're pretty sure we're going back to our old tribe, so we were pretty sure.
Yeah. So like we were thinking in the merge, we could use that to our advantage to get out the tough players. But now,
Here we
Why
are.
is that?
well, one of us has to go.
Okay.
So
it's not good. Change the plans now.
Yeah, we basically just like listed out who we thought the biggest threats are in the game right now based on strategy, challenge, ability, and like the social game, which I guess all of those things fall into strategy. And just sort of said like, hey, let's stick together. We're going to go after these big threats and then figure out who we can pull in who also want those people out and get them out before the merge, before people can go on like challenge beast streaks and it's too late. So we didn't think that we would end up here, and it was definitely uncomfortable. I don't know, afternoon? What time?
Yeah.
Yeah, do we know what time it is? We have no concept of time.
it's gotta be
I can get it to work
7.
earlier than 7.
Really?
Later than 4 and earlier than 7.
5:45.
5-6 we'll call it.
Okay. 5:30.
Sure. 5:30. That's what you want to think? I mean, are we set to vote? Do we need to talk more about things, or are you pretty much, you've had some time?
Yeah, we've had a lot.
I mean, it's nice sitting in this.
No, it's not.
Talking.
No, let's vote.
Let's vote.
Let's vote. I don't want to be in this either.
Do you want me to hold it up at all, or are you
Yes.
fine? I'm sorry. I thought it would be easier on me to just flip than to force a tie. So I'm sorry.
No, cover this too.
I don't know what happened. Well, I feel like I know what happened, but originally, both Amy and Chelsea said that they were giving off the vibe that they were not going to flip. So I'm just like, it would be easier on me to just flip than force a tie. And obviously Taylor thought the same way, but I have no idea how she convinced them, or like what their thought process was. Because in my opinion, I think Taylor is a lot more dangerous than I am. Like, I wasn't lying. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I don't. And she's very strategic and methodical. So yeah, the only thing I can think of is that they might be afraid that, because they're afraid of Sarah, and they know that I know Sarah. I had fun. I really did. I wish I would have at least made the merge, and because I had so much left to do, but whatever.
Then we're going up there. Just gonna wait right in here. Okay. Come on in. Get dry. You're already dry. That's okay.
It's wet enough.
It smells like cotton candy.
It's probably the vape. They're coming. They should be coming.
I was gonna say.
Little nap. Little nap. Little golf jacket.
Golf jacket.
Hit the
nap.
Hit the links. Be all set.
So ready to go.
Really good. That's the best of all. The only thing better with them if they were all lost.
Yeah, I know. But, you know. We get what we can do.
Community idols, please. Thank you. And thank you. And next up, why don't we drop our buffs? Welcome to the merge. Let's not beat around the bush, right?
I was really hoping they were going to be skulls still. Those buffs are awesome.
A culmination. As you can see, we have a beautiful feast here for you. We'll give you about 10 minutes to wolf down as much as you can. You won't be able to take any of the feast items out of here with you. So enjoy, stay dry.
Thank you.
We'll let you know when your time is up.
Get in there.
Oh my God. Unsweet. He drinks that shit. I'm just kidding. I'm like, wow.
Swap it if we got it.
Just talking about
Just you're running out of time.
It's
awesome.
I have what somebody told me. You guys got 1 minute.
I don't know about you, but I'm like, we didn't even think of that
I
one.
lost it all.
Quick update.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thanks. Yeah, merge. This is great. 10 people, I think, even playing field. Already, I think we have 3 or 4 alliances going. We have people talking about this and that. I've been approached 3 times by people. I can pick and choose who I team up with. We're going to do it. You just got to go up to people, smile and laugh at what they say. Watch.
Because during the challenge, like, she was talking to Sarah. So you know how he came into it? Yes, because he was
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what she told her. So if I don't vote for her, I'm going to. So I
No. That makes sense.
and even if me and her had agreed to vote for Chelsea to try to get me to vote for Chelsea, just because I know we thought she was a bigger threat.
Right.
Yeah, that didn't really work. Because she was.
That's all you do. That's it. Survivor.
You gotta think about it, because yeah, I'll come back later.
Okay.
Hold on, no.
I'm gonna.
What's the feeling of Chelsea right now? Because she's like,
I know she's very smart with the game. And she's good at challenges too, so I'm scared, but I feel like she's somebody that you can work with and with.
where's her like allegiance though? Because when I asked her why you guys voted for me, she gave me some like really snide remark.
Really?
So I was
What did
like,
she say?
"What?" She basically said that she controlled the tribe and that I did it.
Oh, like me, Melissa.
Yeah. I was like, what? I think she was trying just to get at me by saying that.
How's it going with you?
But, you know.
Oh, there's my water bottle. I don't even know what I did with mine.
I'm like, what don't I have on? I don't even know what I have. Okay. This is where you kill me.
This is, yeah.
You're like, you made it to the merge. Now you did what you wanted to. You're gonna die.
And now it's time to die.
You're good?
Yes.
Great. I found my light, because right
Yes, exactly.
there. Okay. I don't even know what to talk about at this point. I have no idea what's happening other than we made the merge. I did what I set out to do. I do not feel safe whatsoever because with losing Alyssa from that last vote, our original tribe is now down to 4 versus their 6, so they could easily just unify and pick us off, or they could use us to make a move and take out any of their strong people, which is obviously what I'm hoping for. But no one's really approached me with an option of doing so. And because someone from my original tribe was saying that they've heard multiple names coming around, and not a single person has told me a name. Other than like people from my original tribe. So the fact that they're getting information from the other tribe's original group, but I'm getting nothing out of them, automatically makes me feel out of the loop, nervous, and that it's going to be me. But we'll see. Hopefully it's something I'm really good at for this challenge.
All right, talk to me.
Okay, so super scramble right now. Pumped to make the merge, have a little food. Amy got whatever like advantage or whatever was in the like food display. I also noticed that Brett, when he got his buff, he did like he got it and he like went like into his sleeve and then like pulled it out afterwards. So I don't know if there's a paper in it. Like the buffs before had the wrapping paper on them. This time they didn't. So I was trying to like see, but I was just approached by Brett and Taylor, and like Kurt was kind of there but not really saying anything about trying to make a 6, and it seems like they want to target Jay, but they were really pressuring me for information and like not really giving me much. They're like, who do you think's the biggest threat on your tribe? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, who do you think's the biggest threat in your tribe? And I'm like, can we just like move on from this question? Like, so like they're pushing Jay, which I think Jay is going to be my shield in this game for at least right now. And I want to talk to Chad because I think me and him are vibing, and I think he would want to use Brett as a shield, but I'm not sure what the relationship is because I was just told by God knows who, I don't know, that Kurt told Jay he was on the bottom of their tribe, but I guess Alyssa told Chelsea and Amy when they were in their Skulls tribe that everybody was gunning for Chad. But that doesn't make any sense because if people were gunning for Chad, namely Brett and Kurt, they would have used Janet to get Chad out when they had the opportunity to do so. Like, yes, you're taking a number out, but if it's somebody you're actively targeting, like you're gonna go for that person the minute you have somebody who will literally do whatever you say to save her ass. So I don't know if I'd buy that. But I want to have a conversation with Chad and like see kind of where he's at and what he says. I think losing Alyssa was actually detrimental for me because I do think that like me and her could have worked together. I just feel like personality wise we would have vibed well. So I was bummed to see that. I was hoping Taylor went actually, but at least Chelsea and Amy are still here. I do feel good about them. So I don't know. I just have to like figure out who my people are for the merges. I don't want to be fucking first juror again. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Maybe I'll go out from under the tree. There we go.
Awesome.
I don't know where to
Congratulations.
start. Yeah, thank you. We made it to the merge.
Yes.
Woohoo! So Amy and I actually are incredibly strong right now. I think the fact that we were able to make it through that tribe swap or whatever you want to call it in one piece, I think that was a really good sign that we didn't vote against each other. So I think I made what I hope to be a really good and disruptive move while we were over there. So Taylor and Alyssa basically spilled the beans to us about everything about their tribe. And we, through that conversation, found little cracks in their relationship and found out that Taylor wants Brett out, Taylor wants Chad out, Alyssa didn't trust Taylor, Alyssa didn't trust Brett because he was telling Taylor things that he wasn't telling her. Wait, I just gotta check something. Someone saw me. Oh my god. Fuck, they saw me. Fuck. I keep cursing. I can't run out. Listen. I just ripped the paper. I'm gonna have to, I don't know where to put this. Amy definitely saw me, but that's okay. I have to figure out how to get that back in. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I just found an immediate idol, and I think I really needed it because I've heard my name a few times now. But anyway, my move back over there, I convinced Alyssa and Taylor to vote Brett. So I found the advantage that we used at that one challenge that allowed us to sit in on their tribal council. And convinced them to vote Brett, even though we knew that all three of the guys were either going to vote Janet, I'm out of breath now, or Chad. And I think the fact that I did that, they thought, all three of them, thought that it was going to be a meaningless vote, that we were just throwing away our vote because there was no way that we could impact the game because they knew that the three guys had majority. But in convincing them to vote for Brett, I think what I did was create a crack between Brett and Taylor now, because now he knows she agreed to vote for him. And so I'm just trying to like be sort of sneaky and find cracks where I can, stick with Amy, and hope that my name isn't being thrown out there because I've heard it a few times now because people know I played before and now they know that I'm in a relationship with Brett.
Tree in here is fine. Guys, welcome to your first individual immunity challenge. Introducing the individual immunity necklace. So this challenge is going to be a timed challenge. You're going to go one at a time. Best time wins. First station is a bow and arrow. The purpose of this station is to earn yourself some bonus time. Time you want. Chase sinks. Missed both of them. Missed that one. Overthrows. Back to the line. Nails that one. Nails that one. Here he goes. He's in a groove now. He's got it. He is hauling up and over the shoulders. On the beam. Steps off. He's got to start over. Here he goes again. Getting him some composure now. Shifting the buckets in. He's got his first step on. Working his way across. These buckets aren't light once you get about halfway through. Almost to the end. Steps down, he places Hood.
Put it back in the Oh, I'm so sorry. You're fine, you're fine. I lost your hair.
Run. Chelsea and Al hauling ass through this, throwing her beanbags. This is the first one.
Here we go. With a time of 1 minute and 22 seconds.
What?
I don't think anybody struck the dartboard to buy themselves any time. But either way, 122, Jay. Individual meeting.
I was wondering if we were. Oh, did I poke you in the face there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice job, Jay.
All right, guys. Head back to camp. Start scrambling, and we'll be doing tribal soon.
So now you won immunity. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Now what are you offering here? What are you
So
saying?
my offer is not going to be super juicy delicious because right now our alliance is holding the power. So what I will offer you is a way better position than you're in currently with where you are.
Okay.
So we want to take Brett out.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try to hope that he doesn't have an idol. But what I'm hoping to get from possibly you and some other people in your alliance is to possibly be a deflector
Okay.
vote.
Well, I can tell you, this is between you and me.
Mhm.
Doesn't have an idol.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't even think they had idols. Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask next. I go, this is a give and take situation,
Right, yeah. So,
and
yeah.
but I will tell you this: that if I do anything on that side, that's the name of my right. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. If I do decide that's
Now,
I want to understand
can
this.
you give some sort of notation in the signature on the card?
Yes, okay. If I do write Brett's name down,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, it's going to be lowercase and 2 capital T's. Does that help you?
Okay.
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 That way you'll know that this
Right.
that the signal has been sent.
Okay.
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 So if I feel that the vibe's going,
And
that
then,
way, and then
we'll move to the next challenge and do exactly what we've done here.
we have another conversation where we
exchange.
it'll
be the
God,
take.
You give and he takes.
God, I feel like I'm so used.
It's like a whore.
Yeah. What?
The expensive one right now.
Yeah, I think we need to get rid of that. I think we need to get rid of Kurt and Jay. I can play up the. I'm clear. We can't play Kurt.
Brett's name's on the chopping block.
Right.
He basically just said, like, oh, well, maybe Jay. That's not an option.
Right.
If my name was on the chopping block, or maybe it is, I don't know, I would throw a name out, and Brett didn't. So I'm like, why didn't he give us a name?
Because maybe you have a suggestion. Because we don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe if you have an idea that can further you, bring it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's because I don't. You know them better than we do, and I don't have no clue.
Well, I don't know, because he kept being like, who's the head of the snake? Who's the head of the snake? I'm like, there's no fucking snake. I don't
You
think
cut,
we
out
went
the,
to
you
tribal
cut out the
war.
middle of the snake, so you separate the head from the tail at this point. You don't. You know what I mean? You split it up. Am I right? Did you get that on camera? That was pretty good.
That was an episode title.
Yeah. You cut the middle of the snake out.
But I want to tell you something. Okay. Right now that I don't know if you were aware of. There are still 2 players in the game that are engaged and 2 players in the game that are related. Just related? There is a mother-daughter pair. What?
Don't have a daughter. Me, Chelsea, Taylor, and Amy and Taylor.
It's Taylor's mom.
What?
And the only people in the room are me. Brett knows because he told Taylor about Chelsea being his fiance. And then I don't even know if Amy knows that we know. So that may be leverage that we can use to lock her in.
Like,
That we will not throw out that part of her game.
right, and that means
For
Amy
everyone
and Taylor
else.
are a pair.
Yes.
So if we can get one, we
Amy
can
and
get the
Taylor are
other.
a pair. I am not a pair with you.
No, I'm not a pair.
I was like, I thought I was a pair with Alyssa. She's gone.
So that means if we can get one, we can get the other.
If we can get one, we can get the other. And I think I can get Taylor.
I feel that you can do.
I just have to own that.
We need a Taylor, Amy, you, me, Billy, and Mercy. Like we had before.
Like we had before the challenge.
We should decide, get rid of Brett, and then regroup next challenge and focus on all those other guys.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they said.
So right now we have 5 plus Taylor. And then potentially Amy. Taylor keeps saying that Amy's in for Sarah.
For Sarah?
Isn't that who it is? Who did,
I didn't know.
well, based on our last conversation, I thought we said Sarah and Jay.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So Sarah, then, since Jay, we can't.
Okay. Here's why I'm worried. They all have brought up my name multiple. Jay has in particular, and Steve. Like, I can't trust them. And
So why not go for Sarah?
I'm worried. I would go for Sarah. I am worried that I do that and I flip, and then I have a huge target on my back because now I'm at the bottom of you guys, and now they don't trust me.
Well, you, if you do that, you are now in the majority, and we have about 5 votes.
And potential Amy, so it's not going to matter. It's going to be 6
If
of us.
you're already on the bottom of them, then why not make a big move?
If we get Sarah out, Billy will not vote Sarah. Okay. So we could blindside her.
Right.
But, okay, so I don't know if they're voting you or you. Because they keep going back and forth, and I worry
They're only
that
saying him to me. They've never brought up Kurt.
they're only saying Brett to me now, but at first they said we're doing Chad, and then they said we're doing Brett. And I don't know if they're telling me the truth.
Well, whether she has one or not, I wouldn't worry. That's the strategy we have to go with.
Yeah, we have to put all of the votes on her because we need
counterbalance
we
the
need
tie.
that extra vote.
Yeah, but where would you find it?
In a tree.
God damn it. Have you verified it's real? Yes, I have. It's like what made things.
It looks
I
real.
saw
It
those.
looks
This
real.
is not.
Okay, quick.
Okay, I'm thinking I was going to play this for Brett, and I wanted to get Jay. That was going to be like my play. Obviously, that can't happen. So I'm thinking of playing it for Brett and I guess Sarah. And then that would be Jay, Steve, Taylor's coming. I don't know where to start.
So,
They're not talking
so you're going to play
about
the
anything.
other for him and vote Sarah.
And vote Sarah.
And we'll all vote Sarah, and it'll be okay. Okay. So we don't even need Amy's vote, but if she wants to be. Okay.
I don't know if I can tell Amy right now because she's super close to Jay.
Yeah,
Like
still need it.
I trust Amy a lot, but I'm worried about her and Jay.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
I think she's just, I don't know.
Do we
if she
need her though?
actually-
I don't think
We
we
don't.
need her.
If she's playing the idol and I'm going for you, then it's going to be slam
What if I
dunk.
play the idol and I vote for Chad because now they know I've told you guys that they're voting Brett?
Well, they're gonna split the vote.
In which case, we're okay because if we all vote for Sarah, it's not going to matter. And if it does matter, it's still going to force out.
They keep saying that
I'm-
Brett's the
and that way
biggest
maybe-
threat, but I think Jay is the biggest threat.
That's what we've been saying the whole game.
You all know the drill. You got everybody?
Two votes on her. So if I play the idol for
You just build the beans to the other tribe that you have the idol. So if you don't go with them, they're gonna tell the other tribe that you have the idol.
I have to play it.
You kind of have to now. And then if Chad goes. And I promise you, if you're on the chopping block and I win immunity, it's you.
No, but then if Chad goes, we're in the minority.
That's what I mean, but you gotta take that risk now, because now you're on the minority either way.
But are you certain that Taylor is voting with us?
I've checked with her 4 or 5 times, and she says that she is.
She almost blew our cover to.
I know.
To Jay.
She's not very smart about what she says. But I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure she's the only thing that the only 10% is her mom. I'm just worried that she's gonna go along with her mom. But it's Amy's.
Her mom?
Amy. Taylor's mom is Amy.
Wait, what?
Be careful going through here, guys.
No.
That's smart. I do.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to stand, you can stand. You guys can stand if you want, whatever you're comfortable doing.
One guy.
One, yeah.
Took it to it.
Well, yeah, here we go.
Wow, last
Here we
minute
go.
scrambling.
Yep,
Now
yep.
this is what I like to
I'm all
see.
like, wow, they're doing it even very
This is what tribal council is about. Before we even talk, they are getting into the whispers, the shifting. This is some epic stuff happening right now. Billy talking to Chelsea, Steve talking to Sarah, Jay talking to Billy, Kurt walking around, trying to talk to Taylor and Chad.
Oh, great.
Brett, Taylor talking, Brett, Billy, just some epic footage right now. Kurt, questions. There are so many things going on here. All right, guys, I'm going to have you come on in and sit down so we can do some talking here. I've got so many questions now. What?
So I have an immunity idol.
You do?
And I told a couple people, and somewhere along the line, someone made up a story that instead of saving this for myself, I would play it for Brett. I don't know who made that up or why.
Okay.
And now I'm sort of forced to, like, now there's a target on my back, so I guess I got to play this today for myself. Like,
It's the nature of the game.
I don't
These
know
things
who-
are going to come up. It's your decision to make who you
because
want to play it
haven't,
for.
They're assuming that I'm playing it for Brett, and, like, I don't know. That's pretty.
Who made the rumor? Do you know?
I have no idea. They won't tell me.
Who'd you tell you got the idol?
I'm not
Well,
sharing
it seems
that
like there's a
information
split
with
on
you
that
now.
tribe. Then, like, who does anybody on that tribe want to like fess up?
Fess up to what though?
Yeah. And why would it be wrong to share what she told them?
Well, I'm just saying there
Just
seems
there's-
like a split in your tribe.
Well,
in your
what-
numbers, if one of you guys knows that Chelsea has an idol, and
I
then,
heard that Kurt was telling people that.
Incorrect, not true, 100% not true.
So it sounds like
Incorrect,
it's
not
split
true,
on your
100% not
side.
true.
It's not split on our side.
Well, so he's making up a lie to throw me under the bus to try and bring me over to an alliance that they want me in. So now I'm suspect.
So now Kurt is saying he's suspect. Chelsea thinks she's suspect. Brett now kind of in the mix. There's some idols that are kind of at bay here and a lot of uncertainty, it sounds like. Does anybody else have anything they want to kind of talk about here? It seems, and let's talk about it. This is where we do it. Steve, do you have more on your mind? I can see the
No,
thoughts.
just, it's part of the game, but it's betrayal,
Yeah, well, and
which I understand.
It's part of the game too, where somebody's making up something that absolutely didn't happen, throwing me under the bus, and I never said that.
Okay.
I never did anything like that. That bothers me. I mean, somebody out here is just coming back at me with
Someone's
information.
making up lies, and I don't know who it is and who's spreading them.
I think
and
personally it's to create a division between our tribe that is what they are exactly looking for.
Or it could be
If
you.
we take one of our own, the numbers.
But how would we
are-
know that
I'm
your
not
tribe has an idol? We don't know that.
I'm
Your
not
tribe
saying
knew that.
no. I'm just saying, like in my mind, that's the ideal situation for you guys to be in, to narrow us down and create that crack that gives you the angle to come in. That's all.
Well, I guess I could understand that, but you're saying that our tribe would have had to have knowledge that Chelsea has an idol without. Our guys have never played with Chelsea until the last 20 minutes, and
So we're gonna tell you guys that Chelsea has an idol, so that
I didn't say
like
who
it makes
told
no
that
sense that we
rumor.
would be the
I
ones
don't
to
know anything 100%. That's what I
So
thought.
you're kind of solidifying the point that obviously it's a fabricated thing. That there's no way you guys
Well, there
within
must be
20
way
minutes
to
of
it if she has an
a
immunity idol,
of a merge
somebody-
scenario are gonna
But
dispose that information right off the bat.
Our tribe has never played with Chelsea. How are we gonna know that she has an idol? So in my mind, whoever started whatever rumor, true or not, about Chelsea playing an idol to begin with, it had to come from their tribe.
Okay.
We haven't played with Chelsea.
Right. Right. There you go. Cards on the table. Sarah. Billy.
This is fun.
So I'll tell you what
This
their
is
tribe
fun.
what their tribe is saying is Jay and Sarah are running the show.
Jay and Sarah running the show.
And we've heard that from the bottom people.
From the bottom people.
Mm-hmm.
We have bottom people?
It seems it.
Or linear people.
Linear,
I
bottom.
don't know.
There's people. Let's put it that way. So Sarah's orchestrating some moves and Jay is?
I was told like 26 different plans, and then I was told
Right.
26 of them are fake. So
right.
Yeah, same here.
Well, then that's
And I don't
suspicious
know
right then and there.
Absolutely.
Up and down.
What's number
You know,
27,
apparently
folks?
targets on
What's number
Monday.
27? You guys want to talk about 27?
I don't know. Is you guys involved in this? I mean, maybe we could vote you out.
You can vote me out. It's not going to help you guys
Mike,
any.
the camera guy's got a couple votes.
Mike does have, he does, yes.
He's on the road.
I'm going to let this go on for just about another minute or two. And I think we really have to get into voting. This is chaos. This is just, the wheels are off the bus right now. Everything is unhinged. Steve is still kind of walking around, talking with people. Amy now with Chelsea. This is like the third or fourth powwow between everyone. And we still can't come to terms with what's going on. And
I'm just wondering.
I know.
Steve is still kind of walking around, talking with people. Amy now with Chelsea. This is like the third or fourth powwow between everybody. And we still can't come to terms with what's going on. And I think the only way that we're going to accomplish anything, we either talk about this out loud in person or we just let the voting do the talking.
I'll let the voting.
That sounds
yeah.
probably. Then we're going to let the vote. Yes, Brian.
I'd like to say one last thing.
You can say one last
And I
thing.
just want to speak to our original tribe.
Original tribe.
If our original tribe sees the writing on the wall that they're just going to pick us off number by number, you have no chance. We split into 3 tribes and they're still aligning towards their original tribe. So if you don't stick to our tribal lines, if it's not, was it 7 o'clock tonight, you're going to be voted off at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. They're just going number by number. I've asked multiple people, Steve in particular, what the plan is, and they said they can't disclose the plan. Obviously, you just told me what the plan is. Like they're going numerically. So that's my spiel to our tribe is if we don't stay strong in this vote, then we're all eventually going to get picked up.
You really hit on a good part. It's a numbers game. It's all about numbers. Aside from everything else, of the relationships with people and the challenges and everything else, it's still a numbers game. And you better get good at playing it, and you better get good at it quick.
And there are people that I legitimately have been up and have wanted to work with from the bottom of that tribe, and Billy, honest to God, wanted to work with you. Amy, honest to God, wanted to work with you.
But Brad, you told me a fake plan. So if you want to work with me, why would you tell me a fake plan? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to believe that you want to work with me if you tell me a plan? I'm like, okay. And then literally 25 seconds later, I'm told that's fake.
Well, it's only because that you have alliances with a couple people that we've mentioned.
Right, but you...
I get that, and that's the hard part about the game. Is we're caught in the middle,
right,
and so we have to just be
absolutely.
careful of what we're saying. But there's an upper echelon to your tribe, and I've heard of what that pecking order is. That's all I'll say.
I don't agree with that because I know what you're
course.
talking about and who you're talking about.
Well, of course
I
you're
don't
gonna say
dictate anything in this tribe, and I think that everybody here can agree with me from the beginning that I haven't dictated votes at all.
Not at all.
I may run strategy in challenges because that's what I'm good at.
You guys have only had one vote.
But as far as
So-
dictating votes and telling people how to vote and how to think and who to align with, I have not done that.
But haven't you only had one vote?
That's irrelevant to building a strong alliance.
But no, your point was that you have not been dictating votes. But
I
you've
haven't
only had
dictated
one
this vote.
No, he hasn't.
Chad's still wondering who he's voting for.
Sitting here laughing.
He has no idea what's
Just
going
start
on.
voting and keep talking.
If you guys want to start the voting process,
Kill two birds with one stone.
you're welcome to do so. Our camera guy is now going down to set up, so that's pretty much our telltale sign that we need to move this along.
Okay. Okay.
So, self-preservation. Somebody made up a lie about me, and it has to be somebody on our team because only 5 people knew that this was happening. It's either Chad or Taylor. I think I figured it out, which is why I'm doing this now. And notice there are 2 capital T's in this, and that is a reason. There's a signal I'm sending to somebody out there with the 2 capital T's. Sorry, buddy. I don't want to.
Shit, crazy tribal council. Alright. Oh, buddy. Man. Alright. Alright, buddy. Oh, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You can't even recap this. I can't even try. Who knows? At the last minute, literally everybody I talked to said, Kurt, they could be bullshitting me. I feel like this is my only shot. Chelsea has an idol. Was gonna play it for me. That was true. Now she's gonna play it for herself or not at all. We have Amy in our. I don't know. But Kurt, buddy, just because I heard your name, I'm trying to save my ass. And there's a rumor that you started the rumor that Chelsea was going to play the idol for me. So you've been talking to Jay a lot, and Jay is our nemesis right now. So sorry, bud. Going with you to save my own tail.
Well, that means I've misread like 4 people that looked me in the eye, so we'll see. Take care.
Are you?
You look so. You do look. Just wrong. I don't know if that makes sense. You're. It's fucking crazy. That's why I don't even want to tell you that. But if it's only he's not running it. And if he runs the table, you're going to be suspected of every single trap from now on out with what everybody knows. And I'm not trying to like scare tactic you. It's totally like coming from somewhere where we're working together. So totally do what you want. That's just what I know. Yeah.
What just happened? Well, I said that I wanted to come here and play a more exciting game than I did last time, and I think I've done that so far. Oh, everyone's so mad. Wow. I gotta make a real fast decision. So, I don't trust Jay. I don't trust Sarah. And I don't know if I can trust Billy because I've heard from Amy, who's my strongest alliance, that all 3 of those people are gunning for me. And I heard that prior to this whole idol nonsense. So, I don't know who to vote for. Jay just told me that I'm safe if I vote for Brett and play the idol for Kurt. But I think that would be the dumbest move in the entire world to play the idol for Kurt. I don't have an alliance with Kurt. I'm afraid of playing this for someone else and then them tricking me and voting me off. So I think I have to vote.
These people are fucking psychos. Jesus Christ.
We can get it done.
What the fuck? Change the vote 100 fucking times for the wrong person. Everybody's paranoid beyond belief. Chelsea, with being engaged to Brett and not telling anybody, that's her fucking fault. I'm not voting for her. I'm sorry, Brett. You have to go. If they vote Kurt out before you, that is absolute suicide, and we're all done. Unless he puts his cleats on before the challenge again, we can fuck him. But she thinks she's on the block. She has an immunity necklace, so I told her if she wants to save herself to play the immunity necklace for Kurt and get rid of Brett. We'll see how that plays out.
It's fucking nuts. Liked it better when we were winning. I wish I had a fucking idol. this vote is literally scrambled eggs, and I'm more of an eggs Benedict kind of guy.
Well, we all know how this goes now. If there are any immunity idols that you'd like to play, now would be the time to do so before I read the first vote. Once I read the first vote, you will not be able to play any immunity idols. Is there anybody who'd like to play one? Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote. Kurt. Next vote. Brett. 2 T's. Next vote. Kurt. That's 2 Kurt, 1 Brett. Next vote. Brett. That's 2 Kurt, that's 2 Brett. Next vote. Kurt. That's 3 Kurt, 2 Brett. Next vote. Brett. We are 3 and 3. Next vote. Kurt. Next vote. Kurt. Next vote. Next person voted out. Kurt. Kurt, if you could bring me your torch. Kurt, your tribe has spoken.
Saw that coming right at the end. Saw it coming. Nobody was talking to me. I don't know what happened with that Chelsea lie about the immunity idol. I don't know where that came from. I do know that everybody on my team voted for me, which is why there's only Brett and Kurt, so everybody on my team voted for me. So I'm trying to figure out who voted for Brett. They probably split the votes and brought the other people on, so I really don't know what happened, but that was chaotic, and good luck to everybody.
People are fucking psychos. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Changed the vote 100 fucking times for the wrong person.